Hi, guys. Welcome to Act 4, Scene 5, the last scene in this act. It's a very, very important scene, the longest in the act, but also a lot of details in the plot happen here. So it's important to pay attention to it. It's important that you have your scene guide next to you and you take the appropriate dot notes, and also to determine if this is a problem or if this is a solution to a problem, and note what that is. So here comes the nurse the morning of her wedding into Juliet's room, and let's see if the potion has worked. Enters nurse. Mistress, what mistress, Juliet? Fast I warrant her she. Why, lamb, why, lady, fie, you slug a bed. Why, love, I say, madame, sweetheart, why, bride? What? Not a word? You take your pennyworths now. So you can almost envision, you've seen part of the movie where she walks into the bedroom, and, it kind of has the drapery around the bed, so you can't really see immediately. You just see that someone is laying in bed. So she walks in and is like, Juliet, wake up, come on, girl. And she's not waking up, and she thinks this is very weird. Sleep for a week, for the next night I warrant the county Paris had set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. God forgive me, Mary and amen, how sound is she asleep? So she says, you can rest all the time after you're married, but now you got to wake up and get married. Ah, let the county take you in your bed. He'll fright you up in faith, will it not be? And then she opens the bed curtains. What? Dressed and in your clothes and down again? Meaning, like, because she's not in her pajamas, she's not in her night clothes. So she is confused. She's like, wait, you went to bed with your clothes on. I must needs wake you, lady, lady, lady. Alas, alas, help, help! My lady's dead. Oh, well a day that ever I was born. Some aquavita ho, my lord, my lady. So she looks dead. Okay, so the potion seems to have worked. We don't know right now if she has been killed, but Lady Capulet comes running in. What noise is here? Oh, lamentable day! What is the matter? Look, look, oh, heavy day! And anything lamentable, heavy, it just means very sad. So the nurse is crying and weeping and throwing herself on Juliet. Oh, me, my child, my only life! Revive, look up, or I will die with thee! Help, help, call help! And so Capulet comes running in. For shame, bring Juliet forth, her lord is come. Meaning, get her up, let's go. She's dead, deceased, she's dead, alack the day. Alack the day, she's dead, she's dead, she's dead. Huh? Let me see her. Out at last, she's cold. Her blood is settled, and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated, meaning she's been dead for some time. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field. And that's a dark but beautiful simile. She's dead like a beautiful flower killed by an unseasonable frost, meaning like a frost that has happened too soon. So life has been cut short. Now they are all mourning. Oh, lamentable day! Oh, woeful time! Death that has taken her hence to make me wail ties up my tongue and will not let me speak, meaning he has no words for his sadness. And now comes in Friar Lawrence, Paris, and the musicians. Come, is the bride ready to go to church? Now, again, dramatic irony, we know Friar Lawrence knows what's happening right now, but everybody else doesn't know. And Friar Lawrence is acting right now. Ready to go, but never to return, meaning she's dead. And then she says to Paris, or he says to Paris, O son, the night before thy wedding day hath death lain with thy wife. There she lies, flower as she was deflowered by him. So meaning she was a flower, but death had taken her life and she is no longer beautiful or alive. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. My daughter he hath wedded. I will die and leave him all. Life, living, all is death's. Okay, he's devastated. And Paris's response to his bride-to-be's death, have I thought long to see this morning's face? And doth it give me such a sight as this? So he's saying, I've waited to marry her, and now this is how I see her dead. Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day, most miserable hour that ever time saw in lasting labor of his pilgrimage. But one poor and loving child, but one thing to rejoice and solace in, and cruel death had catched it from my sight. Oh, woe, oh, woeful, woeful, woeful day, most lamentable day, most woeful day that ever I did yet behold. O day, O day, O day, O hateful day. Never was seen so black a day as this. A woeful day, a woeful day. So it's just so much pain. She can't even express it more than that. Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain. Most detestable death by thee beguiled. By cruel thee quite overthrown. O love, O life, not life, but love and death. Meaning, this is cruel, this is despicable. Death killed her. My love is dead. Capulet says, despised, distressed, hated, martyred, killed. Uncomfortable time, why camest thou now to murder our solemnity? O child, my soul and not my child. Dead art thou. Alack, my child is dead, and with my child my joys are buried. So meaning he has no more joys, no more love. Life is over. And now Friar Lawrence, if this isn't an indication that he knew something, peace, ho for shame, confusion's cure lives not in these confessions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all. So he says, be quiet for shame. The cure for confusion, meaning what we should do now, is not yell and scream. You had this child with the help of heaven. Now heaven has her. So he's going to calm them down, and he's going to transition them to an immediate funeral. And all the better is it for the maid. So he's trying to console them now. She's in a better place. Your part in her you could not keep from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life. The most you sought was her promotion, and 'twas your heaven she should be advanced. And weep ye now, seeing she is advanced above the clouds as high as heaven itself? Meaning, this is where her ultimate resting place, in heaven. She's where she's supposed to be. And weep ye now, seeing, oh, I already read that, sorry. Oh, in this love, you love your child so ill that you run mad, seeing that she is well. She's not well married that lives married long, but she's best married that dies married young. Well, that's confusing. Take a look on the right-hand side and see what it says. It is best to marry well and die young, better than to be married for a long time. It's kind of a weird thing to say, isn't it? So he's saying, well, it's kind of better to have lost at love, never to have loved at all, something like that. Dry up your tears and stick your rosemary on this fair corse, and as the custom is, and in her best array, bear her to church. For though some nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are reasons for merriment. So meaning, put her in her Sunday best, like prepare her for her funeral. We are going to cry together. We are going to mourn together, and we are going to have a funeral for her today. All things that we ordained festival turn from their office to black funeral, meaning we were preparing for her wedding. Now we're just going to use the wedding food for her funeral. Our instruments to melancholy bells, our wedding cheer to a sad burial feast, our solemn hymns to sullen dirges change. Our bridal flowers serve for a buried corse, and all things change them to contrary. So our bridal flowers will cover a buried corpse, and everything will be used for the opposite purpose of what we intended. So it was supposed to be used for a wedding, but now, ironically, it's going to be used for a funeral. Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him, and go, Sir Paris. Everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some ill, meaning heavens threatening for things that you have done in the past. Move them no more by crossing their will. And exits Lady and Lord Capulet, Paris, and Friar Lawrence. And then the musicians play. Faith, we may put our pipes and be gone, meaning we're going to use our music for the burial. Honest good fellows, put up, for well you know this is a pitiful case. And they exit. By my troth, the case be amended. Yes, well, things could get better. That's kind of a foreshadowing hint, right? We hope that things get better. Enters Peter. Musicians, oh musicians, heart's ease, oh, and you will have me live. Play heart's ease. Why heart's ease? Oh, musicians, because my heart itself plays, my heart is full. Oh, play me some merry dump to comfort me. So he's saying, I need something to comfort my soul, my spirit. Not a dump, we, 'tis no time to play now. No, not a sad song, it's not the right time to play. You will not then? No, I will then give it you soundly. What will you give us? No money on my faith, but the gleek. I will give you the minstrel. But meaning he's saying, do what I tell you, because I'm telling you to do so. Then I will give you the serving creature. It's kind of, they're arguing back and forth about what should be played. Then will I lay the serving creature's dagger on your pate. I will carry no crochets. I'll ree you. I'll fie you. Do you note me? And you ray us and fie us? You note us? Pray you, put up your dagger and put out your wit. So put down your knife and stop kidding around. Pray you, put up your dagger and put out your wit. Oh, I just read that. Then have it at you with my wit. I will dry beat you with an iron wit and put up my iron dagger. Answer me like a man. So it is now become this fight, and he's threatened to, fight him. Then they start to sing. When griping grief the heart doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress, the music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why music with her silver sound? What say you, Simon Catling? Marry, sir, because silver hath a sweet sound. Brats, what say you, Hugh Rebeck? I say silver sound because musicians sound for silver. That is a mouthful. That's alliteration right there. Prates too, what say you, James Soundpost? Faith, I know not what to say. So he was going around and asking all the individual musicians if this is what he should be singing. Oh, I cry you mercy, you are the singer, I will say for you. It is music with her silver sound, because musicians have no gold for sounding. Then music with her silver sound with speedy help doth lend redress. And exits Peter. And then the musicians kind of cackle at each other and said, what a pestilent knave is this same. Hang him, Jack, come Will and here, tarry for the mourners and stay dinner. So that banter between the musicians and Peter, they were just arguing over what is the more appropriate music to play at the funeral. And Peter, remember, is the nurse's servant, so he too is very attached to Juliet, so he is also devastated. So that merely was an argument with the musicians and Peter, not really relevant in the whole plot. But just make sure you know that scene 5, the end of the act, they're planning for her funeral now. And we will pick up next week on Act 5, which is the last act of the play, and we'll see if the plans fold out like they're supposed to. Make sure you have all your information out. Make sure you re-listen to this if you need to answer, you need it to help you answer the questions. Good luck.